You successfully get a visa, let's say a master's visa, or you have a skilled worker visa, a health and care worker visa, or any form of visa that allows you to come to the UK. And then you want to bring your family, your husband, your wife, but your biggest challenge is what can they do when they come to the UK? What sort of work do they do? Back home, let's say they were working as plumbers, carpenter, let's say they were working in banks or working in different position, but then coming to a new land, you are worried that they will just come and be jobless, probably international bodies, or probably the UK does not recognize international skills, and you're really concerned. Well, don't worry about that. Today we're going to be talking about top jobs so dependents can do in the UK without needing a degree. They don't need a degree to start this job. I once had a neighbor who came to the UK, and he came with his wife. The wife was a makeup artist when she was back home. She didn't really know what to do when she came to the UK, and this inspired me to do this video because I know there are people out there that will need this information. So we are going to be talking about this. We're going to talk about the salary that you will get while you are doing this type of job, so that you can compare and decide to position yourself in the right place, and when you come you just crack on. You don't need to be worried or concerned about what you want to do. My name is Stella. In this channel we talk about relocation and everything about life abroad in general. Now let's get started. Welcome to another episode of the Express channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Stella, and like I said earlier, we speak of it. So to apply for this visitor visa, now know the difference and similarities between them. Now ask yourself. Welcome back, guys. So we will all agree with me that moving to foreign country as a dependent is not the easiest thing to do. You'll be worried about the type of job or the availability of job for you, and you also wonder if you need a degree to get those job or not. Today we are going to be listing these jobs, and we are going to be starting from the most popular one to the least popular one that people don't know. Number one on our list is working as a factory worker. So working as a factory worker, there are several factories you can work in, and someone when they hear factory worker, some people will be like, oh, very hard labor. Some of this factory work are not really hard labor. It ranges from both the hard labor to the soft labor. Someone that help in just selling a package, it's a factory worker. So this factory working field, it varies in several industries, and it's a job that is on popular demand because there are several industries in the UK where you can work as a factory worker, and all you just need to do is to apply. And to tell you this thing, at times you don't even need any certification. You just need to apply, and then you'll be able to get it. And then number two is the care assistant. Now, who is a care assistant? A care assistant is someone that assists people who can't care for themselves in carrying out activities of daily living like toileting and bathing. They work in several settings, including care homes, hospitals. When they work in the hospitals, they work as healthcare assistants or nursing assistants, whereby they are assisting nurses. They can work part-time, and they can also work full-time. They can earn as much as £20 per hour whenever they work as agency care worker. We also have the support worker, whose job is closely aligned with the care worker job, with just a little difference, and these people also earn very high as well. So number three on my list is working as a cleaner. I know some of you will be like, oh God, I cannot work as a cleaner. Oh, probably in your home country, cleaner is not seen as a reasonable job. But let me let you know that working in most developed country, cleaner is actually a good job. This is because the UK or other developed country puts a minimum wage. So the minimum wage, which is being changed every 1st of April every year. So the minimum wage for this year 2023 is, if you are 23 years and above, the minimum wage is £10.42. If you are 21 to 22 years above, the minimum wage is £10.18. So on an average, the minimum wage is about £10. So what does this mean for you if you work as a cleaner? It means that you cannot be paid anything lesser than £10 per hour. Now, working as a cleaner, you also can work in several sectors, several industries, ranging from working in the healthcare sector to working in fashion sector, even working as a private cleaner. That you can work with all these elderly. So there are some elderly who cannot care for themselves, and they have to come to their home to clean for them. So you can work in this sector. So you can work in several sectors. Like, is there any sector that does not need a cleaner? So this is a very highly sought job, and they pay very well. And there's also things that are called the agency cleaners, and these people, make good amount of money. And if you work in this sector, I can tell you that you can live comfortably where you are without even necessarily needing to go further to get any degree. But if you are someone that really want to go high and you want to go further to get another degree to explore into other fields, you can. But if you decide to stay on this cleaner job, and let's say this is what you want to do, because some people even go ahead and even open their own cleaning company. Yes, I know of a lady that worked as a cleaner for 10 years, and after she's worked for as a cleaner for 10 years, she learned the rudiment, the business side of the cleaning job, and she opened her own cleaning company, and now she has several people working as a cleaner that is under them. So no job is actually a waste. You can actually exploit this field. Number 4 on my list is working as a driver. Like, you see, this driving sector, it's what they call an oil well, because you can work in several fields as a driver. And now, what do you even need? All you just need to do is to pass your driving test and probably get a bit of experience. Like, you can also decide to apply to work as an apprenticeship, depending on actually the field you're even working as a driver. Now, let me explain what I mean. So let's say now you've passed your driving test, which almost everybody in the UK will want to drive. Like me now, once I pass my driving test, I can be driving myself to work. Same as you that wants to be a driver. You pass your driving test. After you pass your driving test, you buy a car. Once you bought a car, you can decide to be working with all these driving companies. We have Uber, we have Alpha taxis, several driving companies in the UK, and this is a very highly sought job. Another field you can explore in this driving sector is working with all these delivery company. Now we have several delivery sector again. Can you imagine? We have those that deliver food. Now working with all Deliveroo, Just Eat, these people work with restaurants and they need drivers that can help deliver food from these restaurants into the consumers, and this is another sector in the driving field. So another part you can explore in this driving field is working as a truck driver. Like, you yourself will also know that working as a truck driver, it's an oil well, because there are so many manufactured goods company you can work in. Even these clothes I'm wearing, you can deliver clothes as a truck driver. Let's say people moving home, you can help to move things in their home. If you go to the hospital, those that supply the hospital equipment are also truck drivers that can do that. So this is a very interesting field. Another place you can work in this driving industry is working as a train driver. And what do you need? Let's say a bit of certification and training. You can also apply for an apprenticeship or to even volunteer there to learn the rudiment and then begin to work in this field. And this is a very good job to do. It's something that is also very, very commendable to do as a driver. Now let's say you don't want to work for anybody, you want to even open your own driving business. Now one other field you can actually work in is also working as a driving instructor, whereby you are teaching people how to drive. Like at the moment now, for me to even get a place to even for me to even get a driving tutor, I have to book for slots. Now this is the month of April, I have to book for slots for at times December for me to work. To tell you how hot this field is, so you get to be a driving instructor, you get your driving license. After getting your driving license, you also do a bit of training. Now this is not a degree training at all. If you go to the gov.uk website, you even see learn how to be a driving instructor, and then you go through all the steps, and once you've passed the training and you've passed everything you need to do be as a driving instructor, you just start off. Now let me tell you, for me that's living in Liverpool now, for me to pay a driving instructor, I pay as much as £30 per hour, £35 per hour, and that is the least most people pay to get a driving instructor. You can do this, and all you just need to do is a car and a bit of certification. You do not need a degree. Other popular companies you can also work as a driver includes working for Amazon, working for eBay, working for Deliveroo, working for Just Eat, working for Uber. Like, there are so many, the list is endless. Now tell me why this is not an oil well. Like, this is really, really great. You can take advantage of this field if you are a dependent in the UK and you are thinking of what to do or thinking of where to start from. Number 4 is being a content creator by making use of social media platforms. Like, we're in a digital world these days, and people are making billions of dollars just through social media. We have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Twitter. And this social media, you can build your online presence. All you need to do is to put in the work. Look for a niche that you are interested in and focus on it. Keep putting posts, keep creating content every day, being content creator, and you'll be so amazed at the end of the day how much you're going to make from it. I know of big people, whenever I attend their seminar, when they tell you how much they make from just being content creator, you'll be so amazed. You can even help people advertise their business. Like, companies will contact you. You can even contact company and tell them that you have a very big online presence and you can help to market their product, and just like that you begin to earn more. So apart from just being content creator, you are now also influencing, and these are ways you can actually earn from using a social media platform. Number 5 is being a sales rep. Working as a sales rep, we have several industries in the UK. Now let's say you are working in a restaurant, you are working in a clothing industry with like Primark, clothing industry like Mark and Spencer's. We have sales rep that help people in marketing and also selling products to customers. So if you work in this field, you begin to make reasonable amount of money, and I tell you that these people are making cool cash. Some even make up to £20 per hour working in this field. And if I tell you that making up to £20 per hour is a big money and it's a big deal in this UK, I'm telling you, it's a big deal. Now imagine working £20 per hour, multiply it by 12-hour shifts in a day, then multiply by 30 days in a month. That's to tell you how much you'll be making. So you can work as a sales rep, and again, you do not need any certification, and neither do you even need training at times. Although some, depending on the position, you might need some training, but most of the time when you want to start, you don't need any training for this field. You just need to apply, and then they will train you on the job, and you just start working. Number 6 is opening a business. Yes, you can open a business. If you are a dependent, you your own can open it. That's the advantage dependent visa has over the skilled worker visa. So anyone that comes on a skilled worker visa, or you come on a student visa, you that has a visa, you can't do a business, but your dependents can open a business. Or you don't even need a physical shop to open a business. Yes, you don't need, because at times opening a physical shop can be very, very costly. They have several online shops. We're talking about opening a business on Amazon. You can open a business on Etsy. Etsy is where you can sell handmade products. I have a friend now that is learning how to make beads, and she was going to sell her beads on Etsy. Any handmade skill. You can redesign furniture, whereby you are at home, you know how to redesign furniture, old furniture, you can make it into something new. Or you are a carpenter, you know how to make beautiful things. You can just buy this raw product and make your own beautiful things and sell on Etsy. These are ways you can get into business. Now you can also go into learning digital skills. There are several websites you can learn digital skills. We have Fiverr, we have Skillshare. You can learn how to design, you can learn how to do website designing, you can learn how to even take a picture, beautiful pictures. We have something that is called the Canva. Canva is an app whereby those that are into all this social media marketing and all that go there to search for pictures. And so there are also other platforms too, like Pickshare or PicArts, where you go there to get beautiful pictures you can use to make your marketing or your social media marketing very beautiful and has a very nice presentation. Now you that know how to snap very nice picture, have a very good camera, you go ahead to snap this nice picture and upload your picture on this website and begin to sell it. These are businesses and online business skills you can do without necessarily needing a degree. You can work from home with these online skills. You don't need to work for anyone. If you are someone that says you don't want to work for anyone, now let's say you are someone also that is into comedy, or before you came to the UK you already have a very beautiful, nice and big online presence. You're very good in TikTok, you're very good in Instagram. You can use this to advertise people's product. You can send message to companies and tell them that you want to advertise their products on your platform. how your community needs their product, and these people are going to sponsor. So somehow you are becoming what, a social media influencer. That thing too you can do on a dependent visa is also opening a physical shop. Let's say you have enough money, or you guys will applying on a long one to open a physical shop selling African food. Let's say if you're an African, this is an oil well, like so many Asian people are selling African products and they are making cool cash from it. If I had opportunity, or I know someone that we can even work together to explore into this field, I might probably be venturing into this one day, because I feel and I know that it's a very big oil well. You can also decide to open an African shop online. Like we have several African shop website, but it's not really present in every part of the UK. Let's say it's more popular in places like London, but what of other places like the northern part of the UK, whereby all this website is not popular, it's not easily reachable? You can decide to open one there and begin to sell your African product, export and import, sell your African product to this community, or sell your Asian product to this community. You can also decide to, let's say you have cooking skill, you know how to cook, you can decide to go on website like Just Eat, go on website like Deliveroo, register with them. So all you just need to do is to cook in your very nice environment, probably register with a cooking company in the UK, cook in it, ensure that your environment is very clean and following good hygiene rules and regulations. They come to look at your environment to inspect once in a while to see and to ensure that you are maintaining good hygiene standard. Now you are cooking very nice meal, you can upload your food and upload everything on Deliveroo, upload everything on Just Eat, and people just order food. Like I know, let's say in places like Wira or other parts where people are looking for how they can order African food, and they are not able to order this African food because there's nobody there that is doing this. But you can see that, you can see Asian food there, you can see British food there, but most African people are not exploring this field. So I feel like if you explore this field, you can also make money rather than just staying at home or probably decide to work for someone. You can be your own boss. Another thing you can do is learning skills while you are back home before coming down to the UK. Things like learning how to make hair. Like for me to make my hair, at times I have to pay something like 30 to 35 pounds an hour. Yeah, you have to I have to pay 30 to 35 pounds for me to make my own hair, and that's even very cheap. For me to make locks, you have to pay up to like 150 to 100 pounds just to make locks. Like hair making is a very big field in which people can explore while they are on a dependent visa. You can explore this field and you can start from your home. You don't need to open a shop. You can start from your home, connect with people, market with people, tell them, oh, I'm making hair. If you want to make my hair, you can start from being cheap to gradually, when you've built your customer base, you can then begin to increase your fee depending on how good your quality is. We're going to be doing a video very soon on several skills you can actually prepare yourself for before coming to the UK. Now, once you've learned these skills are going to be all well for you, especially if you are on a dependent visa where you can open your own business. And I'm telling you, you are going to excel exceedingly. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, it's time to do so. Why don't you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, because you will be able to get information. And like they say, the difference between you and me is the information I have over the information you have, and that also determines how far you go, especially if you are into this relocation business. Number 7 is searching for jobs on the NHS website. Yes, explore the NHS website, because there are several fields in there you can do without needing a degree. Number 1 is phlebotomist. A phlebotomist is someone that just helps in taking blood. So let's say nurses and doctors, when they're working in the hospital, they're not able to take blood for everybody, because the NHS attends to thousands and thousands and millions of people. You just need a bit of small training in the hospital, which is actually given in the hospital. Once you've gotten this certification and this training, you can be able to work in this field. So number 2 is working as an ambulance care assistant. Number 3 is working as an NHS 111. Number 4 is working as a receptionist and a telephonist. Number 5 is working as a medical clerk. Number 6 is working in discharge liaison. You are helping in discharging patients. Number 6 is working as a podiatry. or a podiatrist. Number 7 is working as a porter in the NHS field. Now, how do you get this bit of certification, or how do you know which certification you need to work in this field? I'm going to give you a tip. So what you need to do is, as I've listed this field, you go to the NHS website. Once you go to this NHS website, search for this job. The way to search for the job, search for the job specification and the job description. Now you will see the bits of training you need to get for you to be able to work in this field. It's not a college degree at all. It's a very tiny bit of certification that you can easily get. Now get this certification. Once you've gotten it, you can apply to start at the lowest level when you've gotten experience, or you can apply to volunteer. Once you've gotten 1 or 2 experience, then you begin to apply for this job. And I tell you that this salary in this field is very good, and it's something you can live on.
Last but not the least is working in building, electronic repairs, phone repairs industry. If you were a carpenter, or you were a painter, or you were a plumber, or you were an electrician, or you know how to repair phones in your home country, you can actually come to the UK and continue in this field. And what people don't tell you is that, you see, this field, it's hot cake in the UK, because the UK try to encourage hand skill. If you want to work in this field, you will need to upgrade or have a bit of training and certification, so that you can know how UK operates. You know, different country varies with their style of building or their style of electronics. You can go to apprenticeship.gov.uk and apply to be an apprentice. There are several companies there, and the thing is, they even pay you during your apprenticeship. So it's not like you're going to be doing any free work. You're going to be paid while doing this. Now, once you've gotten the skill and you know how it operates, so long you have an idea back home on how it works, even if you don't have an idea, you can still apply to be an apprentice and begin to make cool cash. You can even decide to be your own boss and not work for any company, or you can decide to work for a company and be making some salary and cool cash from it. Professions that can check out this apprenticeship includes welder, electricians, phone repairer, plumbers, welders, painters, and many more. So just go to apprenticeship.gov.uk and see how you can go about in this sector.
These are fields you can actually explore when you come to the UK. Instead of you to just say, oh, you don't know what to do, while you are back home, why don't you research on this field? Ask yourself, what can I do? Ask yourself, how can I get into this field? How can I position myself? And now we've brought it to your notice. You'll be able to be prepared when you come to the UK and then you start working. Thank you for watching this video. My name still remains Stella, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to get more information like this. Remember, I said we're going to be doing a video soon on skills you need to acquire while you are back home. So when you can come to the UK, you exploit these skills and you can be able to fetch income for yourself and for your family, and not just income, a reasonable amount of income. Thank you for watching this video once more, and see you in our next video. Bye for now.